Hello Ruby Frogs of the world, it is me, Ruby20,000, and today we are starting a brand new Let's Play, woo! I know that this is the day that my Pac-Man finale just came out, but you know what, I'm so excited to get this started, I just had to record today. And if you guys had seen my outtake video that I uploaded recently, you will know that I failed at recording this earlier. So, what is this game, you may ask? The game is none other than Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. One of my favorite childhood games ever. I loved it. Alright, new game. Let's start over this one because that was my failed attempt at recording. And let's give it a go.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? Jak, I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, The two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right. And then
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
look, old man. Are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Welcome to Jak and Daxter, everybody.
This device is a
I'm just gonna let these guys take control of the cutscenes and the tutorials, and afterwards I will be able to talk to you guys about stuff.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
So as Kira just told us, these are precursor orbs, and gather enough of them. As she said, we can get power cells from the villagers. Okay, let's take out this stuff. And over there, take it away, Kira.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
Alright, so we need 20 of those. Let's collect it. So, I'll be going through the game. I'll be collecting all 101 power cells, and I'll be collecting these.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
So as Kira just said, those are scout flies, and there's 7 of them in each level in this game. I will go around and try and collect them all. As for the orbs, I don't know where all of them are, so I will be holding off on the orbs. But I will be collecting all of the power cells and all of the scout flies.
Wow! That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Alright, so as Samuel's just told us, this stuff is Blue Eco, and when we go around to next to orbs, we can pick them up. If we get on here, there's even more orbs for us to pick up. Let's not forget the ones over here. I also love the fact that it can make you run fast. That just makes everything so much better. Pick up that. Break all of the boxes. Get some life, and what do we have here?
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
Alright, so we got a precursor door here. And over here, take it away, Kira.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Alright, so let's get some of this eco. Be sure not to fall in the water. And let's run over here, and the door opens. Let's get our power cell. I always like the little things that Daxter does in front of us. Like, I always think about this game.
The blue eco caused the door to open. With blue eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
Alright, so we will find more ways to take out things with the blue eco. And same else is telling us about the green eco. It's pretty obvious that that's your health. Pick it up, and if you get 50 of them, it'll increase your health, as he just said. I'm sorry I'm talking over him, but that's just like common sense. And because my OCD is talking, let's gather all the little bits. Oh god, I almost fell in the water.
You can jump once, and jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
And he gives us a tutorial on double jumping, but I'm pretty sure that's self-explanatory. We got the 50 orbs for Geyser Rock, and let's get the final power cell here. And Daxter will flex his muscles. Not that he even had any. Oh no, I just got smushed. Alright, we've had enough of that hell for today. Let's go back to Samos's hut.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Damn, Samos, calm your man tits. Alright, anyways, before we go off and begin our quest to get the 20 power cells, I think we should talk to the villagers. Because they each have some interesting personalities, and I think we should start with Kira.
Hey, baby! What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
You don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Alright, so Kira just gave us a quest to do. But let's go see what the other villagers want first before we start any kind of quest. Alright, whoops.
Did you see the size of the bite that lurker shark took out of the fisherman's boat? We best stay way clear of them. I don't think we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
And as Daxter just said there about the lurker shark, that counts as a border for this game. So if you swim out too far into the ocean, the lurker shark's gonna be there and he'll come and eat you, and you'll respawn back on land. But don't worry, you don't have any lives in this game and you can't really get a game over. So I think since we have a scout fly, let's go talk to the mayor.
Don't tell me that you two have problems as well. First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell.
Oh, and another thing. If by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Alright, well we don't have the precursor orbs for him, and we will go connect the power later. Right now we got another scout fly that was hiding in his house. Let's leave. And I think that there's a scout fly down here if I'm sure. Yep, there is, right here. And there's another one out over here. And I can't roll in the water, so let's break that. We got another scout fly. And let's head up here so we can meet one of my favorite characters in this game. Because not only is he an artist, I just really like his personality.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute. We are not going back to Misty Island. Are we?
No, Daxter, we are not going back to Misty Island. Yet. Right now we are going to go talk to 2 other villagers. We're going to collect the last of the scout flies. And I think we'll call it a day.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Alright, so our uncle wants us to bring him 90 orbs too. And actually when I said 2 villagers, I actually meant 3 because we have this lady here, the crazy bird lady, and then we have the farmer down there.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainframe. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
Okay, so she wants us to go free a baby flut-flut from its egg. But I say we continue on and gather the last remaining scout flies. And let's collect some orbs while we're here. 71 so far. Alright, this was where my game ended up freezing last time, so hopefully this doesn't happen. Hello, Farb.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
Alright, so the farmer is asking us to help put his yak cows back in their pen. And there's also a scout fly here in his house. Alright, we got the 5th one and the 2 others are just over there. But I know I said I wouldn't cut, but I'm going to go and put the yak cows into their pen and I will cut back. Hopefully if my game doesn't freeze, I will cut back to where we were and we will get his power cell. And that is the only power cell we will be getting in this episode, aside from the ones that we got at Geyser Rock. Alright, so you go in there, and I will see you guys in a minute.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Alright, so we got the yak cows into their pen. Let's go talk to the farmer and get our power cell.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Alright, now that we got that, we have 5 power cells. Whoop-de-doo. And let's just collect the scout flies that are up here. Alright. And we have some orbs up here for us. Let's break that. And we have our 6th scout fly. And the last one is over here, if I'm not mistaken. And also, I think, because I can't hear the audio, but I think Daxter was just talking about that thing right there. That is called an oracle. And that also counts as getting the power cells in the village. So as soon as we get 120 power cells, 120 precursor orbs, we will come back to the oracle and talk to it and get those cells. But for right now, I think we can call it quits for this episode. We got a lot of stuff done. We talked to the villagers. We got all of the scout flies for this area. And let me show you next where we're going. In the next episode, to get most of the stuff done, and for the villagers in this village, we will be going to Forbidden Jungle. Well, I will see you guys in the next episode. We will be exploring Forbidden Jungle, and we will be completing some of the tasks in the village. See you guys then.